Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day one of a brand new week, and you know what that means. We've got to clear up the results of last week before we can move on. So let's grab our 100 sleep points. That puts us at 4,076. And for our daily lottery, we can grab another biscuit would be nice. Ooh, small handy candy. That's also going to be very helpful. We have some things that we need to invest in either soon or hopefully some new things that we're going to catch that will be worth investing in. But let's jump into this sleep report and see if we can go an entire week without seeing a Cyndaquil or an Onyx. You know, I think that would be most impressive if we could just go the entire week without seeing a single one of the two Pokemon that we were hunting for. 9 hours and 10 minutes of sleep with 10% dozing, 46% snoozing, and 44% slumbering. That might be balanced. That is balanced. Okay, so we do have a chance at both Cyndaquil and Onyx today. Let's see how this goes. We should have roughly, I think it's like 55 million maybe, somewhere around there. Not a single one-star sleep? I think that's a first. 52.2 million. That might be a first, not getting a single one-star sleep. So that maybe doesn't bode well for an Onyx. All we can see is the top belly gulping. Watch it all be babies again. Well, we got nothing but babies here in the cave. I mean, kind of. There is one new sleep style. So we got a Wynot, Diglett, a Gulpin, a Houndour with that adorable sleep, Riolu, Gulpin, and Jigglypuff. So what's the new one? Maybe a 2-star or a 3-star Onyx? Either one would be good. I don't think we can get 3-star Onyx yet, though. Ooh, it is Onyx, though. It is. All right, so the 2-star Onyx, the Lurching Sleep. I don't know how long it's been since we've seen Onyx. It has been a while, though. I know that. It's been quite a while. 1,800 Dream Shards just for that one. That's pretty good. All right, let the Onyx be hungry. Come on. No, not you, Onyx. Not you either. Onyx, be hungry. No. Okay. All right, so where are we at? Oh, we are so far from taking this Onyx home. I think I have an idea. I don't think we're taking this Onyx home today. See, here's where it gets tricky. My current thought is to feed the Onyx just one Pokebiscuit at a time until it gets full and hope we get a critical capture. The downside is if we get a big hit on this bonus biscuit, then we're only one Pokebiscuit away from taking it home. But I kind of would like to take that Houndour home too, because we do need a better Houndour. So the question is, which is more of a high priority, the Onyx or the Houndour, to use the bonus biscuit on? Oh no, we don't even want to use the bonus biscuit. We only... Okay, well, that solves that problem. We just give the Houndour just one Pokebiscuit, because there's no point in wasting the bonus one there. Cool. Houndour's going home. We're at least getting a good boy today. I did not realize I had already fed the Houndour when I was formulating this plan. Okay, so Houndour's going home. So the question is, do we... I think we feed one regular biscuit. Okay. It's a gamble because we don't know if it's going to get a big hit, and if so, when. So there's one regular biscuit. Let's see, let me double check my math. Yeah, if we get a big hit here, this will fill it up. Come on. Yes, there we go. The gamble paid off. All right, so we finally have caught an Onyx after, when was this thing released? Like January 2020? Finally, we got one. Okay. All right, so we got the two things that we want. We're definitely going to send out some Onyx candy because of how rare Onyx is, seemingly is anyway. We're going to send out some Onyx candy just to help everybody get a little bit extra. It's not much, but you know, 1 or 2 candies does add up. So we'll go ahead and send that out. And we're going to go home with 2,639 research XP. Enough to put us at rank 53 and get one of those Poke Biscuits right back and a friend incense to go along with it and 2 dream clusters. And then we should have 5,491 dream shards as well. Even better. Can't believe we finally got the Onyx. It's so good. Finally. Now watch it be like 2%. Level 13 in Calm for this Houndour. Houndour's a berry specialist. I don't know why I did not remember that. All right. So let's see how this goes. Helping bonus is a great start. That is a fantastic start. Research XP bonus, not so much. Skill trigger M, also not great. Inventory up L, also not great. Helping speed M is good, but would be better earlier on. And then Calm, I think, is not great. Yep, main skill chance up, and this is possibly one of the worst Houndour I could have found. What is it? Main skill chance up, so that'll be a little further. There we go. Possibly the worst it could be. Oh, well, no, helping bonus is putting in a lot of work there. I'm actually very surprised it's that highly rated. With speed of help down? I'm actually kind of surprised at this result. Like, I know helping bonus is very good, but I'm very surprised that for total strength, research XP bonus is this highly rated. Let me make sure the cooking is turned off. Let's run that again. Yeah, still 89. That makes sense. 72, still at 75. So I guess the ginger at level 30 is a pretty good roll. Leeks would probably be better at level 60, but even more herbs is still kind of highly rated. Huh, I'm very, very surprised that this is rated this highly, even with neutral cooking schedule or no cooking schedule. Maybe helping bonus helps a lot more than I thought. Either that, I don't know. We're gonna hold on to this one for now. I'm very surprised that this one is this highly rated. And I don't really know what else to say other than I am surprised. But let's go ahead and save that one. And let's move on to the big boy, the one we're really here for. All right, let's go, buddy. What do we got? A female Onyx, level 21 and relaxed. I don't know if that is good or bad, but let's see. So we've got also a berry specialist. We've got tomato, sausage, potatoes at 60 would have been nice, but honestly, I'm not that worried about it with it being a berry gatherer. It's just the potatoes would be nice for variety. Other than that, I don't care. But let's see. We have, that frequency is already pretty good. So we've got Ingredient Finder S, not great. Not a great start. Ingredient Finder M, also not great. Inventory up M, this is the perfect ingredient gathering Onyx, it looks like. And berry find, really? Berry finding at level 100? Really? I could have at least worked with it, with berry finding at level 10 and ingredient finder S at 100. If those two would have been swapped, I could have worked with this. We could have made it work for a while until we got a better one. And it would have been great until we got a better one. And the nature isn't terrible. I mean, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. A relaxed nature. All right, let's see. Yeah, yep. Already looking pretty bad on the total strength. Is to be expected. ER of 30 so far. What's going to be at 60? 28. Yeah, it's not good. That is not good at all. All right, let's just try ingredient strength since it just has all of these ingredient sub skills. Let's just see. I mean, we don't need it for potato or tomatoes or sausage. We have those covered in spades. But I guess if we just wanted to throw it on a Taup Hollow team just to bring those in, it's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy we got one. Don't get me wrong. Happy we got one. But I don't even think taking this to a Steelix would help. Where are you, Steelix? Maybe somehow the collection speed is just high enough on a Steelix to balance out the total strength in a more favorable way, but I'm doubting it, especially the way this chart's going already. It's even worse. Even worse. I think it was 28 as an Onyx. Yeah, yikes, that's even worse. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. And again, the ingredients, like, yeah, it's nice that it's highly rated as an ingredient finder, but that's not what it's for. So yeah, this is bad. We're gonna keep it because it's the only one we have, and if we need one, it's good to have it on hand just in case. It's better than nothing. But yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. All right, well, let's move on. At least we saw one and found one. And caught it. That's the surprising part, is that we actually caught it with how much more it needed to be fed. Anyway, let's move on. We got a lot to worry about today. A lot to get done. Switching up islands. Our current island bonus for Tau Paulo is now 45%. Very nice. And it's time to say goodbye to Snorlax. You know, we've been playing this game almost since launch and still have not seen a shiny Snorlax. But for our weekly summary, we got to Master 3. Everything was down from last week, which we kind of expected because we weren't really trying super hard this week, with a final strength of 522,168. Overall sleep summary of S for 6 small handy candies. Very nice. Very consistent on that sleep midpoint. That's good. And then let's see, what are we looking at on the islands? 82 for green grass, 78 cyan, 75 taupe, 74 snowdrop, and 66 lapis. So yeah, things are looking pretty rough, but we are going to go to lapis this week. The area bonus is not the best, only 15%, but as we found out this week, last week, and I think also the week before, we desperately need a better Stuffle. We got curries and stews. Ooh, okay, so we need to put Victory Bell on the team, which is perfect for this island. Absolutely perfect for this island. We did get 5 diamonds for going to sleep on time. Looks like Beware leveled up. And I'm gonna go ahead and do breakfast. My inventory bag is absolutely full, 600 out of 600. So we need to get breakfast done. If only we had the pot space, this would be perfect. This would be a great start to the day. If only we had the ability to do 77 ingredients. I don't even think with a good camp ticket I can make that work. Yeah, I don't think I could make that work even with a good camp ticket. We are gonna go for a little bit of a throwback though. We're gonna do a grilled tail curry to start off the week. And throw in those mushrooms. We're gonna hold on to the potatoes. We need those. We're gonna hold on to the leeks. What else do we have that we could throw a bunch in and not be worried about it? Probably the tomatoes. We'll get all of those back by the end of the week, I think, simply because Victory Bell's on the team. So no worries there. And we should have a pretty decent one. If we can get an extra tasty, that'd be nice. Ask and ye shall receive. Thank you. 31,997. There we go. That is a fantastic start to this week. Level 29 on the grilled tail curry now. All right. Perfect. A great start. We may actually have a problem with ingredients this week. With everybody collecting ingredients overnight, we might have to sell off some stuff. Because we can't expand the ingredient bag anymore, I don't believe. Basic 3 to start off with. Great start. The only thing that would have made that better is if we had the pot space to make the Inferno curry and get an extra tasty on that, but now I'm just being greedy. All right, so you finally brought in a bunch of shrooms. Only brought in like 4 of them yesterday. Very uncharacteristic of you, Gengar. 585, we are getting close to the end. There we go. A skill trigger to start the day. That's a good thing. You are probably going to stay on the team. You've been doing better about the corn. I will give you that. You have done better on the corn. Let's go ahead and grab these. That is going to fill our bag. I'm pretty sure that we cannot increase it anymore, but I want to double check just to make sure they didn't sneak something in on me. Yeah, still can't do it. Okay, that is unfortunate. So that means we need to get rid of some of these sausage, which that's fine. Sausage is not a great filler anymore. We'll get rid of them. Oh, I guess we're checking the news. We do have some new news, but we'll get back to this here in a minute. Let me go ahead and finish my train of thought before I forget. Let's sell off some of this sausage. Let's get rid of about 30 of them. That should be fine. Get a few extra dream shards just to add to the pile. All right, let's collect from everybody. I want to get the team swapped out to the new team so they can be working while we're going through the news. Okay, so we've collected from everyone. And now we can swap our team. And what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and go to this first team. Where are you at? This first team is now going to be my curry team. So if ever I'm making curry, let's go ahead and get this all pulled up so we can make sure we have everything the way we want. If ever I'm making curry, the most consistent thing that I can make is going to be the limber corn stew. That is the most consistent thing that I can make with my current pot space. If we get to the final pot size, we'll switch over if it's possible, given the ingredient. Oh yeah, it might be, because Victory Bell and Blastoise are a fantastic team. It might be possible to switch over to that once we get there, but for now, we can only do the limber corn stew reliably. So we're going to set this team up for that, which means, where's my Victory Bell? Where is my Victory? There you are. Victory Bell's up front. And then we need milk. So we're going to have Blastoise on the team for the milk. Hopefully he can cover everything we need, given that we already have some milk to start with. And for the corn, we're going to have Dragonaire's up front on the team. I want Dragonair to perform better. If it does perform better, then it's worth keeping it on the team. I just don't know if I was getting bad RNG with the corn drops, or if Dragonaire's just not the best at corn drops, or at ingredient drops in general. And then for now, we're going to have Beware on the team. If we get a double corn stuffle, we can swap it out and free up another space on the team. We'll probably swap out that double corn stuffle for the Dragonair and then take the Beware off and put a berry finder on the team. For now, let's see, Snorlax's favorite berries. I'm really worried about making meals outside more than berries. That Espeon actually does a lot of good work for us, but I feel like as a main berry gatherer, it's not the best choice. For now, I think this is actually the better choice on the team. Unless it's time to invest in you, which it might be. How many candies do we have? We have a decent amount of candies. I think if we can get you... What level do you evolve is the question. I forget. Is it 23? 21. If possible, if we can get this one to evolve, I think this one's actually the better choice at like level 21 or 25, somewhere around there. I think it outperforms the other one. And it's only until the later levels that the old Primeape outperforms the new one, if I remember that correctly. Where are you? I went too far. There you are. Okay. Expand all, both, full pouch, because we're not worried about the skill trigger on them. Let's just say level 30, because I think this one, yeah, this one's already level 30. Yeah, the new one outperforms the old one. Up until like level 50 or 60, I think. So I think it's definitely worth putting this one on the team and investing in it now. That little extra is actually going to add up quite substantially over the week. So let's see. What is it going to take to get you to level 21, I wonder? Let's just get it to evolve, and then we'll worry about investing in it later once we get that done. Let's go to the XP table. We are currently at level 12 with 407 to go, and we own 154 candies. Let's go ahead and expand the table. We want to get to level 21. We're almost there. We only need 11 more candies, so 4 handy candies will get us what we need. How many do we have? 47? That's not bad. That's honestly not bad. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's 4. And then we can level up all the way to 21. Or not. Oh, the nature. I forgot about the nature. Yep, relaxed nature does inhibit this. Because that means, where's relaxed? Energy recovery. Oh, I skipped right over it. All right, we need more candies. That's a problem. We actually need 14. Oopsies. Well, we've already started the investment. Might as well do it. We got 6 of them today, so let's see. We currently have how many? So we can make sure we use exactly what we need. 166. All right, so we need to use 10 more. That is unfortunate. That is 100% on me for not checking the nature. Didn't even think about it. All right, that should be enough to get us to level 21 now. Exactly enough to get to level 21. Perfect. All right, level 21. We don't get any kind of helping speed or anything like that at level 25, so it's not really super worth it to push to level 25, but let me make sure it is 40. Yep, 40 to evolve. So we can use these 2 handy candy M's. And that will give us exactly what we need to evolve. And there we go. There's our Mankey growing up into a big boy primate. I'm wondering how the new primate evolution is going to affect primate going forward. There we go. Annihilate is going to I think change the game kind of substantially for us, especially with this primate. Uh-oh, the game freeze, or is it just taking a while? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the game froze. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna reboot the game and I'm gonna plug in the team members that we have, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We have this team of helpers set up now. I've got everybody taken care of. One thing I'm gonna start doing now, if I have a Pokemon that's a berry specialist with berry finding, instead of calling them berry and then whatever they're rating, I'm going to change it to BFS in their rating. That way I know at a glance, oh, this is a berry specialist that also has berry finding, just kind of as a way to denote between the two of them to kind of help me get a better idea of what they look like at a glance. And that's kind of the whole purpose of my entire naming scheme. Another thing that I changed up is this first team slot is going to be called Curries. And basically, if I get Curries for the week, I'm going to come in and the only thing I'll need to change is going to be the berry specialist. Maybe some of the ingredient specialists if like I have another type of Pokemon that does good at bringing in potatoes, but we're on an island that has that specific Pokemon's berry, then it'll be good to switch out with Victory Bell. But for the most part, this will be the default Curry team. And then the only thing we'll change out will be the last 1 or 2 Pokemon on the team. We're going to do the same with salads and desserts on these teams. I just haven't set them up yet, but that's the plan. And with this current team, we should, if all things are correct, yep, Lapis is selected. I don't have the good camp ticket on. Everything is normal. Should only get to Ultra 2, which is crazy. Lapis is no joke, and we have a team that's 7,742 RP, but I do think the recommendation for Lapis Lakeside is like 10,000. So, I mean, we got a ways to go. Ultra 2, given our RP relative to what's recommended, sounds pretty reasonable. Again, we did get the extra tasty, so that will throw this off a little bit. It may actually be Ultra 3, all things considered. But other than that, should be pretty accurate for the most part. But let's go ahead and check the news finally, now that we're back after that glitch. And I don't know what that was, but at least it kept my evolution. I see this one's an interesting one. I'm actually, you know what? I was going to go to the second one first. But yeah, let's check this out. Response to inappropriate conduct. This is kind of caught my attention. Thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep. This is an announcement about our response to inappropriate conduct within this app. We will be strengthening our response to inappropriate conduct so players can play the game with full peace of mind. Example of inappropriate conduct: using unauthorized tools or programs to conduct a considerable number of sleep research sessions. Okay, people using third-party apps to cheat the game. Okay. Inappropriate conduct such as the above conflicts with our terms of use, and we will be taking measures such as suspending the user's account if it is detected in either past or future gameplay. I mean, that's reasonable. Personally, if that's how people are playing the game, it's not a competitive game, I'm not super bothered by it, but I don't see any reason why the company shouldn't take measures against it if they want to keep people from doing that. By all means, if you want to keep your game that pure, that's fine. Do it. Please enjoy the app according to the rules laid out in the terms of use. Also, playing the game in ways other than intended may cause problems with the app's operation, so please refrain from spreading and encouraging such behavior. To protect the peace of mind of our players, we will periodically observe app use and continually respond to inappropriate conduct within the app. We hope you continue to enjoy Pokemon Sleep. I also don't know why you would kind of cheat this kind of game. Like, it's not a game that's meant to be taken that seriously. Like, it's just kind of a fun side thing to do. It's not competitive, like I said. There's no reason to be that serious about it. So I'm not sure why people are going that hard on this game. Like, just enjoy it. Let it just be kind of a chill thing to do. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Notice for maintenance in version 1.5. Ooh, okay. In order to update the app's version, maintenance will be conducted during the following time period: April 17th, 8 p.m. local time for me, 8 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. So I need to be wary of that one because that does mess with my usual going to bed window. Need to make sure we get dinner in before 8 o'clock on that day. Keep in mind, check your app for the local time. I've said 8 p.m. before and not realized that it was local time. Check your app. It will tell you when it'll happen for your time zone. Points to be updated. Preparation for the Flower Festival event makes sense. Addition of shiny Pokemon profile icons. Ooh, you will be able to set shiny Pokemon you have befriended as your profile icon. That's new. All right, that's kind of a neat little show-off thing. And the addition of the new campfire relaxing sound. That has the potential to be the best one yet. As far as game contents, changes to the cooking times on the home screen. The cooking times for breakfast and dinner have been changed as follows. Breakfast before the change was 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. After the change, it'll be 4 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay, yeah, so they're just changing dinner. I misread that. They're changing dinner to align with that change, so dinner will end at 3:59 a.m. That makes sense. That I'm surprised it took them that long to fix it, honestly, with how long people have been waking up at 4 a.m. on a Sunday morning to get the extra tasty chance and get an extra breakfast, so to speak, by doing their dinner between 4 and 6. I'm surprised it took them that long to fix it, but they are changing it. So if anybody is taking advantage of that, that will be going away soon. Balance adjustments. Hey, this is always good. Here we go. Adjustments to the helping stats of certain helper Pokemon. Slowbro, the carry limit is going to be increased by 6, and its ingredient finding rate will be increased by 30%. So that's going to be a pretty nice buff to Slowbro, especially if you're using him for Tails, which almost everybody is, let's be honest. That might actually make him worth using. The carry limit for Pseudo Wudo also increased by 6. And both the main skill chance and its ingredient finding chance increased by 10%. That's good. Very good. Slow King, here we go. The carry limit also increased by 6. And same main skill chance and ingredient finding chance increased by 10% as well. Nice. Nice. That may actually be worth finally investing in our Slowpoke that we have set aside for Slow King. We'll have to see how that actually changes it. From what other people are finding once that change is implemented. For Sableye, the main skill chance is going up by 15% and the ingredient finding chance is going up by 10%. And then for Swalot, the carry limit is increasing by 6 and the main skill chance is going up by 15%. Very, very nice. Good changes that are on Pokemon that are very underused. So, well, for the most part, Slowbro and Slowking, maybe not so much. But maybe we'll actually start seeing these Pokemon being used on teams, and that's always a good thing. It's good to kind of buff some of these lesser used Pokemon. Adjustment to the target of main skill Energizing Cheer S. The helper Pokemon with the lowest energy on the team will be more likely to receive the effect of this main skill. So not that they're guaranteed, but more likely, and that's a good thing. That is a very good thing because the last thing you want is for Energizing Cheer to proc on a Pokemon that already has very high energy. Well, no, actually you may want it to proc on the one with high energy. This may not be a good change. I don't know. It kind of depends on how you look at it, I guess. That one, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. You let me know how you feel about that one in the comments, but I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. We'll see how that one plays out in practicality. The starting level of newly befriended Pokemon raised from between 1 to 3. So that's good. This adjustment is meant to help beginner researchers in particular so that they can enjoy the game more. That's good. That'll benefit everybody, but it will especially benefit new players. So that's very nice. Good changes all around. Nothing that I really have anything to complain about. It's all good changes, good stuff. Very nice that they are actually keeping the game fresh and wanting to keep it in a healthy state. But we did get a medal for 100 ground type Pokemon studied, which is good for a small dream cluster, which will be very beneficial once that Dream Shard bonus event, whenever we finally get it, rolls around. Hopefully not only once a year, like twice a year is what we need. And then for the community reports, there's about 47 of them. 48! Never mind, I take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 that doubled up out of 48. That's really good. That's right at 33%, roughly. Somewhere around there. No level ups today. Level ups are getting kind of sparse, but that is to be expected. All right, and since we had the crash and all the news and everything, we do have time for lunch. If we have the ingredients for lunch, we can go ahead and do that today. Victory Bell, you haven't got anything yet, buddy. What's going on? All that good stuff I was talking about you, and then you do that to me? Come on, man. Because we have the ingredients for it, we're gonna go for the spicy leek curry. I would like to go for spicy leek curry more often, but our production of leeks is not high enough to sustain it. So it is still better for us to make the limbercorn stew. Let's go ahead and use these tomatoes. As much as I would like to switch to the spicy leek curry, it's just not consistent enough. We would only be able to make it once a day. And then after that, try to just find something to make, and no guarantee it would be anything good. So I'd rather go with something that's a little less strong, but far more consistent. But we did get 12,991 from that curry, so that's good. That should put us at basic 4, maybe almost 5. Oh, not even close to almost 5, just barely basic 4. Never mind, I take it back. I forgot, I even talked about it, how Lapis was a whole different beast, and then underestimated Lapis again. All right, well, there we go. Basic 4 after breakfast and lunch. Good way to start the week off. Hopefully Ultra 3 is just kind of a conservative guess and we get way beyond that this week. But ultimately we're here to find a better Stuffle. We could use a better Jatini or Dragonair. And we also still need a really good Ralts. So we got plenty to look for. Hopefully we find them. And I think that spans the entire range of all the sleep styles we could possibly get. So there shouldn't be any wasted days unless just nothing shows up. But other than that, that is the plan. And yeah, we're just going to see how things go. But thank you for watching the video. Y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes.